All right, so we are live, and I was gonna do a prediction um for this, but totally forgot, and it happens sometimes. But hopefully next time I'll be more prepared and I can do this. So NXT Takeover Portland or NXT Portland happened last night, and it it was it was really good. Um, so I don't think there's a pre-show. Um, but I will talk about the match cards, the matches, what I thought of them, what I will give them as a whole, and maybe talk about some other stuff, but mainly about the NXT Takeover Portland. I should change the thing. I'll probably have to change it. I'll have to edit it. Um, but so NXT Takeover Portland happened last night. The first match kickoff was Keith Lee versus Dominic Divoka or Divokic. I can't say his last name. What a freaking way to start off your pay per view. They tore the house down, and it was the first freaking match of the card. If there was a pre show match, I might have missed it. I don't think there was. No, there was no pre show. But this match, oh, for two big men, and I'm not saying um, Dominic is a like big man like Keith Lee, but he's a tall dude. He's like 6'7", I believe. Doing the stuff that they were doing, as a big man myself, I could only dream. But Keith Lee is something special, and I'm always a big fan of Keith Lee. Keith Lee, I feel like can be the biggest thing on the main roster once when he gets called up, or if he gets called up, if they eventually get rid of the third brand with NXT and keep it as developmental, and they start pushing people more up or calling people up. I think Keith Lee can be a big main eventer on that main roster, and I feel the same with Dominic. Dominic, I always knew Dominic was good, but he impressed me more tonight, and he is really good. I've been a fan of him since his indie work, both of them really. Um, and seeing them on a big stage like take over Portland, and seeing them both tear the house down, showing what big men can do, what tall guys can do, what some chunky guys can do. I was very impressed with how this match was, how this match flowed, and how this match ended. I wish he would have used the spirit. I think he called it the spirit bomb. Yeah, spirit bomb, power bomb, something like that. But he used his other finisher, which I'm fine with. I'm not going to nitpick. I'm not even going to take away points for using it. This was a freaking 5 out of 5 match, in my opinion. This match, I thought, was the best match until obviously the main event, and honestly till Gargano and Finn. There has been a lot of good matches on this card, and I am very happy with it. And it is only the first takeover, and it's already looking good for that black and gold brand. Yeah, I give this a solid 5 out of 5 stars. It was good. Um, Nothing really changed. Wish it would have lasted a little bit longer, but I understand why it didn't. So the next match was Dakota Kai versus Tegan Knox, and for a women last minute save match for the first one in NXT, these girls did not disappoint. You know, I was always a fan of Dakota Kai. I really didn't know Tegan Knox that well, but Tegan Knox impressed me. I want to see some good things with Tegan Knox in the future. I think she can be a women's champion. I think she can be a main eventer. I think she can do a lot of good things, in my opinion. Um, This the match started off, Dakota being a heel, attacking Knox before the match. Knox fighting back as a little baby face, and they're killing each other. Like she stepped on her ankle. She took a chair shot to the. I won't say a chair shot to the head, but she kicked. Okay, so they threw the chair at her. She caught it and she got kicked, and it bounced off her head. Me, I call it a chair shot to the head, or at least something to the head. They did the spot in the games where they put the chair on the ankle and step on it, and that was brutal. Um, the ending is what a lot of people were upset about because I don't even know who this chick is, and I still don't know who she is. She came out and helped Dakota Kai beat Tegan Knox, and when I mean no one knew who she was, no one knew who she was. That crowd when she interfered, no one even said, "Oh." Hi, Bob. Um, the no one knew who she was, and I could tell because even when they said her name, no one reacted. Like when she popped up, I didn't hear "oh." The crowd didn't go "oh." Everyone was just like, "Who the frick is this?" Apparently, she's in the Young Classic, and that was the only thing I knew. And I still don't know anything about her. And I kind of want to know more about her, why she helped Tegan, and Tegan was kind of confused on why she helped her. Um, I give this a solid 4.5. I'd give it a 5. Two things, in my opinion. That chick's interference, if it would have been a well more named girl or a female that everyone knew, then it would have made more sense. And the fact is, WWE, stop buying your tables from indie shows because this is like the third or second table that hasn't broke in like a pay per view. I remember the one was with Rusev and Lashley. Now this one, I'm just like, someone's gonna get hurt and hurt bad. But other than that, very solid match from the two girls. Really impressed with Tegan. Really hoping Knox. I mean, I keep doing it. Kai does something. Hopefully, she can get an NXT Women's Championship or something. Go to NXT UK, whatever. I think that can be a really, really good little thing. And then we come to another really good match. Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano in a very, very good match. I personally love this match. It was like the old heart of NXT versus the new heart of NXT type thing. And Finn Balor in NXT is just so much better on main roster because I don't know what they did to him, dude. Main roster Finn Balor says this heel aggressive Finn Balor is what you should have done on main roster, but been babyface. But I feel like eventually Finn needs to either A, win a title, or B, get called up or get called back up. Because there's really nothing for him to do. Yes, he's putting on great, fantastic matches, which I am fine with. I don't have a problem with that at all. And he is. He's having good storylines. He's having good matches. He's having good everything in NXT. This is why I am excited for Triple H taking control of the main roster because I feel like he can manipulate this type of stuff on Raw and SmackDown and make Raw and SmackDown freaking fantastic. And then no one will have any room to complain, but people will still complain because people like to complain. But I digress. This match was very like it felt like a rivalry match. Like they had the back and forth. Like okay, they didn't want to attack it first, and they did, and they kind of backed off again. But then they went at it and they started going ham. And please, Mattel, make that Gargano into Elite. That Carnage outfit was fire. I want that as a figure. Um, Very good match. I loved it. Especially the ending where they had that long sequence and um Finn hit the coup de grace, didn't pin him, hit 1916, then pinned him, and then continued to taunt and put his hand in his face and smack his arm and stuff. That the story was there. Gargano did great. Finn did great. 5 out of 5 in my opinion. This was a freaking fantastic match. Fantastic storyline. Fantastic everything. This was this was just simply brilliant. Um. Okay. So the next match was one I completely missed because I think it was the shortest match on the card. I went and took a shower, and by the time I was back, the Broserweights and the Undisputed Era fight, and I was like, where the frick? And I said, and then the main event was next. I was like, where the frick is Ripley and Blanca? And I guess it ended like that. And I'm kind of sad I didn't get to see my chick wrestle. I'm a very very good believer, and Ripley can do a lot of good things on main roster and anything. Blanca is another one I think is a really good talent. I'm excited for the future with these women, especially once when they get done with this four horsewomen crap. Because I'm tired of seeing Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, and Bailey. I've said on multiple streams. It's not really their fault. It's the creative fault, and everyone's kind of injured too still. But Ruby just came back. Ember should be coming back soon. Naomi's back. So really, Bailey, Becky, it it is about time for them to be done with it and then just move on. Because in my opinion, um, it's time to step away from them and move on to different people like Tony Storm. I can see a very good champion on the main roster. Ripley, Blanca, um, Sarah Logan, I can see as a good champion in my opinion. If they give her that boost, Riot, Ember, like why hasn't Riot or Ember won a title? That's my question. I want Riot and Ember Moon to win Raw and SmackDown, um, women's title. So I can't really rate this match, but what I've heard, and I'm probably gonna watch it after the stream, is it was a very good fast match, and everyone got what they were supposed to get in. And I guess, and Charlotte attacked afterwards and then challenged Ripley at Mania for the NXT Women's Championship. Ripley better win, or I'm gonna be like, this is stupid because Charlotte does not need to win. Charlotte is a fantastic wrestler. I don't understand why everyone hates her, and I'm one of those people who I don't like her character as a heel, but she can. I don't care if your character is bad. If you can wrestle like she can, and plus her character is a lot better than how it was in the past. I hated her character when she first turned heel. I thought it was bland. It was boring. Um, it was just man to me. And then she was face for a long time, and she turned heel again. Now she's been heel for a very long time, and it's fitter. It's how Rick was. It was how she should be. She should be the dirtiest player in the game, just like her dad. But I'm not gonna rate the match because I didn't see it. I've heard good things about it, so I can't really get too much into that match. So then the next match was the Bruiserweights versus Undisputed Era, and again, what a fantastic tag team match! Oh, the hits, the combos, the tag team maneuvers, just everything in this match was fantastic. This match, again, I thought was a 5 point. I thought a lot of these matches were fives, and it just shows anyone can be a star in NXT if they get that right push, and hopefully some of these guys, most of these guys and gals should be stars when they get called up, but that's not reality anymore because Vince is kind of just don't know what to do. But I love this match. And we have new tag team champions, which I was not expecting, to be honest. Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle are the NXT tag team champions. I'm thinking they are getting ready to dethrone Adam Cole here soon, spoiler alert, and they're going to get called up to the main roster. And in my opinion, they need to go to SmackDown. They need to go to SmackDown. They don't need to be on Raw. Raw has too many people, and I understand. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see him on Raw if he was Rollins as stable. Have Undisputed as a face. But it's just there's too many people on Raw and SmackDown. Everyone's complaining about how SmackDown's been bad for months. In my opinion, it's been good for a long time because of this Otis thing and all the other good things on it. Again, I'm realistic. I don't think everything's crap just because someone says it is. But in my opinion, good tag team match. I hope they need to do this on the main roster more. Build tag teams, do better with tag teams. Yeah, that was a really good match in my opinion. I really enjoyed the match. I hope to see good things from Riddle and Dunn. I like how they did the thing with them because the Undisputed Era did it too. Miscommunications. So like Riddle got hit off the apron. Riddle speared Dunn. You know, they're not really a tag team, so they're going to have these issues. I like how they played that out. Even with those issues doesn't mean you can't win gold. And that's what they prove. It doesn't matter what happens. It just you gotta just move. You gotta keep going. You gotta get through it. And then the main event, Tommaso Ciampa versus Adam Cole, baby. What a fantastic freaking match. Also, real quick, Rabbit, apparently on Twitter, some kid or someone said the Keith Lee and Divock match sucked and gave it a 0 out of 10. And the Fox Sport, WWE Fox Twitter said, please go get your eyes checked. I thought that was freaking fantastic. I don't understand how you said that match sucked. Like, I don't know if he was trolling just to see to get a response or he was serious. I hope he wasn't serious. If you think that match sucks, then you're just an naysayer, or you're just something because there's just no way. But Adam Cole versus Ciampa was fantastic. The spots, everything in it. Ciampa kicking out at 2 when Adam Cole hit a last shot. At the end, when he hit a last shot, he hit his other finisher, the Canadian Destroyer. Can't remember what they call it. And then he hit a last shot. Ciampa kicked out at 2. Ciampa was selling his neck injury really good. Everything was folding the plan. Everything was going good, and then Undisputed Era tried to interfere. They basically kind of were. O'Reilly kind of distracted Fish. Strong distracted O'Reilly and Fish hit. What is their finisher called? I can't remember what it's called. That one move where they go high low. That's what they hit. They hit high low on Ciampa, and then Adam Cole hit a last shot. Ciampa kicked out, and then Ciampa fighting the neck. Well, he might have hurt his neck. I don't know. It's story, so it could have went 50-50. The next thing, and then it kept going, and then Gargano came out. I'm like, dear Lord, don't let Gargano turn heel. I don't want to see this. Sure enough, he grabs the title. Don't you freaking dare, Gargano. Don't you freaking do it. Looks at the title. Don't you freaking do it. Hits champ on the head with the title. Last shot. 1, 2, 3. God. Oh, okay. I'm the only person in the world right now that is not excited for Gargano versus Ciampa again. They did it 3 fantastic times. 3 times. That's all you need. I don't want Ciampa as the face, Gargano as a heel. I want to get this through Triple H's head because this is one thing I do not like what Triple H is doing. Triple H, Gargano is not a heel. He will never be a heel. I do not take him serious as a heel. He is not a heel. It is like if Rey Mysterio turned heel on his son. You will not buy that crap. You will not buy Rey Mysterio as a heel. If he turned on his son, let me first say, if he turns heel on someone else, like, I don't know, let's say he joins the Lucha House Party, he turns heel on him. You do not buy that. You do not buy Gargano as a freaking heel. You don't do it. I didn't take it serious when he freaking faced Black and he was a heel and he had the Venom outfit. You're not a heel, dude. You're a pure baby face. You have the most babyest face promos, and when you were a heel, you weren't good at talking as a heel. I'm sorry, I love Gargano, but he needs to stay a babyface. He is not a heel. He is not heel material. It is in this business. Some people can be heels and some people can be faces. Gargano can never be a heel. Neither can Rey Mysterio or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was the only wrestler that never technically turned heel. He was booed out of buildings because people got bored of him, but he was technically never a heel. Gargano can never be a heel. I love Gargano. Gargano is a fantastic wrestler. He has a fantastic character line. He's fantastic, period. But when you pull that trigger, I don't know if it's H or Sean or whoever it is, whoever pulls that trigger and says, heel, I don't buy it. I will never buy him as a heel. I bought Ciampa as a heel because he was a freaking. He looked like a heel. He acted like a heel. He felt like a heel. He felt like a guy you wanted to hate, and you did. You hated Ciampa when he turned his back on Gargano. You hated Ciampa when he hit him with the crutch in the back. When he hit Gargano in the back with that crutch. You hated Ciampa when he freaking just annihilated Gargano. Gargano being a heel is not my cup of tea. Getting a Gargano versus Ciampa 4, probably 5 and 6, is not my cup of tea. I will watch them and enjoy themselves killing each other, having fun watching that. They can put on good matches. Normal, Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, any type of match, they're good. Point blank. I will watch it and enjoy it. I will not complain. I'm going to complain that Gargano is a heel. Like I said in multiple streams, you can complain. You have a good reason. Don't just sit there and complain because everyone else is doing it. I have a complaint because Gargano is a heel. Gargano does not need to be a heel. Gargano needs to be a face. I do not buy Gargano as a heel because Gargano is too much of a babyface. It's not his fault. It's not WWE's fault. It's how he is. When you look at Gargano, you think babyface. You don't think anything. You think, oh, it's Gargano. He did the thing with Black. Didn't take him serious as a heel. He did the face run. He did the heel run. The heel run just was not my thing. It's just, I love the dude. He's probably like a fantastic person. He still is a fantastic probably person. But when you turn him heel, I don't get behind him. He is a fantastic worker. He is a fantastic wrestler. Everything. But it is what it is. Am I happy? Sure. Why not try having it as a heel? No one took him serious, and I'm still not going to take him serious. Um, just how I am with him. I picture him as a face, not a heel. As if I buy him as a face, not a heel. But I still think he can work with it. There's just some people in life I just don't buy as heels. Ray would be one of them. It's just I don't buy it. I don't buy him as a heel. He basically just cost Ciampa the NXT championship, even though he shouldn't have. Because I love Ciampa, I love Cole. I want the Undisputed Era on the main roster or something. But I thought this pay per view was fantastic. I thought this pay per view was one of a kind. This was fantastic. It's fantastic. She like everything in this pay per view was fantastic, except for Gargana doing the Gargana thing. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance. I hate it, but I'm gonna give it a chance. And if he makes me buy it, I'll buy it. But if I can't buy it, I'm not gonna try. I'll watch the matches, but that's it. I won't care that I'll just think Ciampa's a heel and Gargana's a face. But um, one thing I want to talk about real quick is I am very, very, I guess, I'm hoping the fact is I don't want to be negative or anything. Um, but let's talk about that one elephant that we talk about a lot in these videos, these chats, videos. There's basically these chats is um AEW. I don't want it. I don't want to sound negative anymore about it. But I am I'm hoping that it can get better. You know, for me it's a good thing to have a different wrestling company to watch. If it was up to me, I'd watch New Japan. I'd watch them all if I could. I'd watch every single one of them, and I try, but it's hard. AEW is just guys who like. I hope it can succeed. I really do. I don't want to be negative to it 24/7, and that is why I want to talk about it real quick. I don't want to be negative with AEW anymore. I'm not gonna really talk about it that much. If it's brought up, I'll mention my opinion on it. I'll mention what I think about it. I still find one thing dumb, and that is the Kenny and Hangman as AW Tag Team Champions. I don't like that. I don't like how Seth and Buddy are. It should be AOP in my opinion. New Day's fine. Bruiser Bruiser Bros or Bruiser Weights, they're fine because I can actually see that they teamed for a good while now, and now they're champion. They won the Dusty Rhodes Classic and all that. Kenny and Hangman teamed once, and I feel like they're building to a Hangman turn on Kenny, Hangman turns heel type thing. I feel like they're going to drop the ball with it, and I'm not. Again, I'm not. I don't want to be negative. I just feel like they're going to drop the ball a little bit, but I give it praise for him doing something that not a lot of things would do. You don't see a lot of all these other wrestling companies try to compete or not even go against, but just be there for other things instead of WWE. Because in mainly United States, you got WWE or you got TNA or Ring of Honor. You don't really see Ring of Honor. You don't really hear about TNA no more. So you just mainly got WWE. You can watch New Japan, all these other things, CGW, all these like other things. And then AEW pops up, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be like WCW all over again." It's kind of not because it's it's just a different wrestling company, and I'm hoping for the best for it because I've been negative about it a lot, and I'm trying not to be negative. I'm trying to be positive with wrestling, and with Gargano turning heel, I'm gonna complain about it because to me, I don't buy it. AEW, in my opinion, has some things to fix, but I feel like it can be good. It will be good. It is good, to be honest. But in my opinion, I feel a sneeze coming. If I sneeze, I'm sorry. But I just want all this negativity to go away from WWE, but it's never gonna do it. And good lord, I want to sneeze and I can't. And the thing that helped the negativity was when AEW came around, because when AEW came around, it popped off that holy crap, they're doing this and they're gonna do it. And in my opinion, they're doing it good. They're doing it better than WCW. But WWE still needs to fix a lot of things, in my opinion. WWE needs to fix some things, and then once when they fix some things, I feel like it'll be fine. AEW needs to fix some things too, and once when they fix things, I think it'll be fine and I can enjoy it. Like with WWE, you know who their top stars are, but you also know who those mid carders are if you watch it day in and day out. AEW, you only know like a handful of people: Jericho, Omega, Cody, Young Bucks, Luchas, and that's about it. And Dean. I always forget about Dean. I don't know why. And that's another thing that I've been biting my tongue with Dean. And I didn't want to talk about, but literally explain to me what Dean has done differently from WWE and AEW. He's still a comedy act. He's just more hardcore. Is that literally what he wanted all along from WWE? Just make him be more hardcore? Like, you left WWE because you were stressed, you didn't like it, and then you felt disrespect because you did all these comedy acts. But look at you in AEW. You're wearing an eye patch, dude. You're wearing a freaking eye patch, and I don't understand. Like, I understand it's his choice, but like, you have an eye patch and you look like a freaking substitute teacher half the time. I don't get it. Like, and you're still in these comedy things. You're just more hardcore. I don't get it. Like, I just don't. Like, he wanted to leave because of this and that, and that, this and that, and that, all the stress, Vince. If it was mainly Vince, I don't blame you because Vince feels like he can be a something something half the time. But it's just like, you're still a comedy act to me. An eye patch? Huh? I understand he got his eye poked or something, but it's just like an eye patch. You're doing the same stuff, more comedy. You do the same promos that you were doing at WWE, just more edgier because you can cuss, and you're more hardcore. That's the thing I just don't. That's the one thing I don't understand. He's still a joke. He's still like a comedy joke. But he's just more hardcore. I'm just confused with that one thing. But he's Dean. He's gonna do what Dean wants. If Dean wants to be more hardcore, Dean's gonna be more hardcore. If he wants to be John Moxley, he's gonna be John Moxley because it's freaking Dean Ambrose. You can't tell him no. It's just I'm trying to get the negativity away from both shows because I want to focus on the positives. Because in life, everyone looks at the negatives. Everyone tears down each show. I've seen AEW get torn down I've seen that. We've seen multiple times that WWE gets teared down. I want them both to have that positive thing. AEW gets more of the positive while WWE gets more of the negative. But I have seen a lot of people trash AEW because of what they're trying to do, or the fact is their fans are cancer. I hate to admit, but a lot of it's the same thing with WWE fans. WWE fans, any wrestling fan is a cancer. Everyone was a cancer at some point, and then you just evolve. You get over it, you move on, you let people like what they like. AEW fans, you get a handful that are actually freaking. Oh yeah, you can be negative about it. I don't really care. It that's like a handful. You get most of them that's like will send you death threats and all this other stuff. You're just like, bruh, I said one bad thing about it. Calm down. I'm not gonna hunt you down and throw a shoe through your window just because you said you liked the Patriots or you wanted them to win the Super Bowl. And if that person's watching that, shout out to you and you know who you are. Poor boy, that story. Um, it's just I want more positivity. And that's what I'm trying to spread, and that's what I'm trying to do with this wrestling community because I've been watching a lot, and I mean a lot of Pokemon videos and seeing the community. Their community and like I understand Pokemon and wrestling are not on the same page slash level here. But the Pokemon community is so much nicer with your opinions than wrestling community. And it's pretty much every other community, in my opinion, has that. Okay, everyone has an opinion. You can all agree to disagree, and then you can talk about it. With wrestling, my opinion matters. My opinion is a fact. No, 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 no. Your opinion is an opinion, just like a butt. We all have butts. We all have an opinion. But Pokemon and like all this other stuff, like I've been getting back into just because the community is so positive and they don't try to kill you with one negative thing. Like I've been going back in Pokemon communities and talking about some of the Pokemon design I don't like, and a lot of people don't agree with me, but they respect my opinion and they say, you know what, that is your opinion. You can have it. We can agree to disagree and we can talk about it and we can move on. Wrestling's like, my opinion is a fact, period. My opinion is what is and isn't. If you don't like it, get out. I'm like, huh? I get it. There's a handful of everyone in community that is like that. There's always that there's always like that handful of people that are like that will tear you down, that will try to hurt you, that will try to do that. But and like the just in the different communities that I've been into, those handful of people get torn down and get torn down because no one stands for that. In wrestling, no one does that. You don't see a wrestling fan stand up for another wrestling fan. You really don't. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring this positivity back into wrestling. It's not going to happen. I am one person. It will definitely not happen. If it freaking happens, then goodness. Okay, so my man finally commented. Unfortunately, the negativity won't stop. Agreed. I don't know if you heard me about the story I just told. I was basically referencing what you told me with the Patriots, how you rooted for them, and said the dude sent you a message saying, "I'm gonna find you and throw a flip flop through your window." I basically told that, and I shouted you out because that was a funny freaking thing you told me. Shout out to Horror Boy for that little story he told me. AEW is pretty much a trend right now, and unfortunately, the majority thinks WWE is bad. I agree. When you get everyone wanting NXT, everyone hates Raw and everyone hates SmackDown. I'm just like, Raw and SmackDown's not that bad. They have problems. It's not that bad. And then you get bombarded saying you're wrong, you're stupid, yada yada, and you're just like, I'm just trying to have some positivity around here, and all you people are just negative about everything. But like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, freaking, I don't know, freaking any other community, it's just more positive. You get a handful of people that try to tear you down, but then people get slammed down. Like with your community, horror boy, you get them handful of people that will just destroy every movie, and then people call them out, or they'll try to tear down your opinion, and people call them out. You know that you probably know that. Will you've probably done it to a couple people, and it's wrong. Well, not wrong, but it's right. For wrestling, it's completely out the window. You don't have someone backing you up. You don't have that person helping you. You don't have nothing. It's you, your opinion against 80 different people agreeing with one person, and you're the lone wolf, and you have to fight them all off, or they're going to destroy you, tear you down, and make you just feel terrible. Had to mute. But if it everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everyone's been in a community, a fan community, wrestling, Marvel, comics, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, horror, um, wrestling, anything. You get that handful of people that try to hurt everyone, and they get called out and they get pushed aside or they get taken out. Wrestling, you got too much of it. You really do. And I know it was negative with AEW, but I want it to be more of a positive thing because I think it can do good. I think that we can do good. Any wrestling company can do good. The only fan base of wrestling I don't see tearing each other limb from limb is TNA fans. TNA fans do not complain. They don't do anything. I'm just like, why can't wrestle? Why can't all wrestling fans be like that? But I just think positivity should be more than negativity. But negativity won't ever stop because it sells. Yeah, that's the big reason why I stepped away from wrestling. The fans were so brutal towards me about opinions. It made it not fun anymore. Unfortunately, agreed. It won't make it fun half the time. You're sitting there. I didn't really like this. Like you're texting in the chat. I didn't really like this Raw. Why not? It just was kind of slow. You get attacked. I'm just like, whoa. Or I like this Raw. Why? Because it was fast. It was good. You get attacked. Why? That's the bad thing about these new wrestling fans. They can't get into it because the other fans will run them away from the shows. Exactly. And that's why I'm trying to be that voice or that person that, like, if you want to watch wrestling, you can watch wrestling with me and have an opinion. I may disagree with your opinion, but I'm not going to say you're stupid, go kill yourself, yada, yada, you're dumb. I'm going to let you have your opinion. We can disagree to agree. I'll talk about it, but I won't get mad. And we'll go from there because it's life. A lot of people eating, eating and doing this. A lot of people see that and actually are like, "Oh, I kind of want to get back into wrestling just because this one person isn't like the rest." And I'm trying to be like that. I want people to get back into wrestling. A lot of my fans, what fans? I don't got fans. A lot of my friends got out of it because I was an idiot. I pushed them away. I'm not gonna lie. I was an idiot. I was one of them idiot fans that thought my opinion was right, everyone else was wrong. I matured. I evolved. I moved on. But I want my friends back into it because I feel like they're getting out of it, and it's fine that they don't want to be into it. That's perfectly fine. I don't I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm not disappointed. It's their life, but I do want to try to at least get my friends back into it, and that's their decision if they want to sit down with me and watch, I don't know, NXT, a Raw, a SmackDown, whatever. When I eventually move out, or we get an apartment together, or should we all get a house together or something? We sit down, we watch it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we talk about it, or we don't. That's their decision. You know, I'm glad that we all like what we differently like, but I would like to see if we could at least try to enjoy wrestling again, because there was a time where everyone loved wrestling, and then 2016 happened. Oh, 2016 happened and it turned everyone away. Then 2017 happened. Then 20 it was 2015. Then 2016 was worse. 2017, 2018, and then 2019. Everyone was just like mad with it, and I'm fine with it. Um, I hope I can get my friends back into it. But again, that's their call. It's not my call to try to get them back into it. If they want to, they will. I will help. That's who I am as a person. I will help. But I'm not gonna be that guy like you have to watch it. Like if there's like a freaking fantastic pay per view or or show, I would probably like you should watch this. I thought it was freaking fantastic. Like this pay per view, like NXT Portland was phenomenal. I don't think I rated it yet completely. I gave it a 9 out of 10. That's how freaking good it was. Actually, a 9.5 out of 10. And I guarantee you, someone's gonna complain about that because I already seen one person complain about the ending of the Knox and Dakota Kai match, and I'm just like, it was weird because no one knew who she was, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Like I complain about Gargano turning heel. I have a right to complain, and you have a right to complain, saying, "Yeah, it was stupid," but at the same time, you shouldn't just dock a point because the match was still freaking good. Like I'm not mad. I didn't dock a point because Gargano cost Ciampa, spoiler alert, the championship. It's just I don't buy Gargano as a heel, and that's the thing. Like we can agree to disagree, and that's the thing I want. I want everyone to agree to disagree. I want everyone to have fun with it. I want everyone to just have positivity with it, but it never, ever, ever will. I remember when I was younger and watching wrestling, I did get hate for liking or not liking a show. I missed those days, man. Same. Those days were fantastic. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try to be more positive with a lot of things. I hope everyone else can be. I hope everyone can get into wrestling, eventually get back into it or whatever. But it's not my decision; it's their decision. And um, I'm glad whoever watched the stream. I know Horror Boy did, obviously, because Horror Boy has been commenting. Thank you, Horror Boy. Um, but thank you for the two people who watched, even if you weren't there from the beginning. Thank you. Um, Try to spread that positivity, man. I just want that positivity out there more and more with wrestling, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen. But hey, at least I'm trying. But you know what? It is what it is. Um, see, I'll see if I can do a stream Wednesday, and I know I'll do one Friday. Um, Hopefully I can have one of the guys come over on Friday, or try to get them all over. We can have a big stream, talk about things, talk about wrestling, talk about whatever. Anyway, I'll be seeing y'all. Thank you, Horror Boy, for the comments, and I'll see y'all next stream. Peace out.